I'm creating this video as a memorial to my friend John and as a thank you to all my maker, woodworker, creator brethren everywhere. My friend John passed away in April of 2011. Recently, this January, I posted a letter to his old Facebook page. Unbeknownst to me, his family read it. His niece now lives in his old house and asked if I could use any of his old tools. It had been 6 years and she wanted to clear out the shed for a future craft room. I told her I was honored and I would put his tools to good use. What better legacy would a woodworker want than his passion to live on in others? The old workshop was a 10 by 20 tud shed, unfinished on the inside. Being that John was like a brother to me, and it was for his family, I volunteered to not only dump the useless items, but to help convert the place into something nice. His niece bought some drywall and some other materials, and I volunteered to insulate, drywall, plaster and finish the walls, texture the ceiling, and paint the interior. It was the least I could do for family. Here I am texturing my finished drywall.
All I got left is a little sanding, a little spray paint, and we got ourselves a craft room. It's not every day I look like this. That's what I pay other people for, but it's nice every now and then to get into the thick of things for a friend.
Allow me to share the letter I originally wrote on Facebook. Dear John, I get the irony that most Dear John letters involve writing to leave someone than rather writing to someone who has left us. But on a day like today, when I find myself tearfully reminiscing about our friendship, I had to share some thoughts with you. I'm writing this just to say I thought of you again today. I think of you more often than I care to admit. I suppose it's that way with good friends and kindred spirits. I miss you coming over to the old store or my shop and showing off a particular wood project like a pen or a box, of which you were exceptionally proud. Some of them looked like they were put together by third graders and some by professional woodsmiths, but you were equally proud of both and shared that passion with me. Similarly, I truly enjoyed having a friend around with whom I could share a project of my own, a new idea, a fancy new tool I bought, or just plain talk about our mutual hobbies. Whether it was ham radio, the church choir, a wood project, computers, electronics in general, or sharing news about your family, the smile on your face was often contagious. There was always a gleam in your eye when you shared a conversation you had with our friends Dan, Carl, or Gus. Similarly, the love you shared with your wife Mirtha always shone through in any topic we discussed. I miss those times. I'd like to call you every time I start a project and I know you'd like. I miss telling you, John, how can you find anything in this mess? And you coming back at me with, you're one to talk. I miss you every time I speak to a mutual friend and reflect on old times. I wish I could call you now and tell you about how much my girls have grown with the same passion you had when you spoke of Joe, Margie, and Annie, or the rest of your family. You were a giving person, a loving family man, and a dear friend. They say that as long as you remember someone, they are never truly gone. If this is the case, John, you will always be with us. Your friend, Javi. I recently finished my labor of love and have been lucky enough to come across a community of craftsmen online and across the country who share my love of building and creating just about anything our minds could come up with. And the ideas are endless. I take a couple hours of my evening each night to talk, share my wisdom, and learn new techniques from others and hone my craft even further. I'd like to think that John had a little hand in this, as his spirit and others like him live on in all of us. Many of us have lost a friend, a parent, a mentor, or a kindred spirit, and we deeply miss their passing. I dedicate my craft to those who came before me and to those who follow. May your chisels be true and your imaginations endless. This is Javier Unzuera, and I thank you for watching.